What really happens behind the scenes of international diplomacy? Beyond the handshakes and press releases, there are stories of gratitude and personal connections that shape nations. The relationship between Israel and the Philippines is more than trade or treaties. It's a bond forged in humanity, rooted in a history of courage and compassion. Today, we'll uncover the hidden story that links Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to the Philippines, a story of gratitude passed down through generations. Stay with us as we reveal the personal memory that shapes Netanyahu's view of the Filipino people. In the late 1930s, as the dark shadow of Nazism spread insidiously across Europe, a wave of fear and desperation gripped Jewish families. The Nazi regime's policies of persecution and discrimination were escalating, creating an environment of unimaginable terror for Jewish communities throughout the continent. The noose was tightening, and escape seemed the only viable option for survival. Jewish families facing unimaginable horrors desperately sought refuge, a safe haven from the storm that was engulfing their lives. They yearned for a place where they could live without fear, where their children could grow up free from the hatred and prejudice that had become the norm in their homelands. The journey was fraught with peril, but the hope of a new beginning spurred them onward. But as the number of refugees swelled, most nations, burdened by their own economic woes and swayed by anti-immigrant sentiments, closed their doors, turning a blind eye to the unfolding tragedy. Immigration quotas were tightened, borders were sealed, and pleas for help were met with indifference or outright rejection. The world seemed to be shrinking, offering fewer and fewer options for those seeking escape. Amid this global indifference, a glimmer of hope emerged from an unexpected corner of the world. The Philippines, a small archipelago nation led by its visionary president, Manuel L. Quezon, made a bold and compassionate choice to welcome Jewish refugees fleeing persecution, offering them a sanctuary when the rest of the world was slamming its doors shut. This decision was a testament to Quezon's unwavering belief in human dignity and his commitment to providing refuge for those in need. Quezon's open-door policy wasn't just a symbolic gesture or a hollow promise. It was a lifeline, a beacon of hope in a sea of despair, offering tangible assistance to those who had nowhere else to turn. He worked closely with American High Commissioner Paul V. McNutt, navigating the complex political landscape, and Manila's vibrant Jewish community, who played a crucial role in supporting the resettlement efforts. Together, they collaborated tirelessly to create a real, actionable plan to provide meaningful assistance. Land in Marikina, a fertile valley just outside Manila, was generously set aside for the establishment of a new settlement, a haven where refugees could rebuild their lives and communities. The ambitious goal was to bring in thousands of refugees, providing them with not only shelter, but also opportunities for employment and integration. This initiative was about offering not just safety from persecution, but a genuine chance to rebuild their shattered lives with dignity and hope. However, the looming shadow of World War II and the subsequent Japanese invasion of the Philippines tragically cut the ambitious plan short, disrupting the progress that had been made and throwing the future of the settlement into uncertainty. Yet even with its limitations, between 1937 and 1941, the Philippines, against all odds, gave sanctuary to approximately 1,300 Jewish refugees, offering them a haven from the horrors of the Holocaust. For those fortunate families, this act of compassion meant survival, quite literally a profound difference between life and death. This extraordinary act of kindness and solidarity became a foundational story, an indelible mark in the shared history and cultural heritage of both the Jewish people and the Philippines. It's a remarkable chapter that is, unfortunately, rarely taught in history books. But it is a story that is never forgotten and deeply cherished by those whose lives were directly saved and by their descendants. The Philippines' unwavering compassion and willingness to help stood out in stark contrast to a world that largely turned its back on the plight of Jewish refugees. This enduring legacy of courage, empathy, and humanitarianism would continue to echo through generations, shaping the values and character of the nation. It's a powerful story that shaped not just the destinies of nations, but also the lives and legacies of countless families. And it represents the very beginning of a profound and enduring bond. A bond of gratitude and friendship that would eventually reach all the way to the esteemed Netanyahu family. So, let's delve deeper and see how this remarkable act of humanity became a cornerstone of enduring gratitude and a testament to the power of compassion in the face of unimaginable adversity. President Quezon's decision was a moral conviction, not just politics. He saw the Jewish plight as a human tragedy demanding action. Despite pressure and limited sovereignty, Quezon pushed for visas, even using his own resources to help refugees. He envisioned a permanent home for them in Mindanao, offering land and opportunity, not just temporary shelter. This was rare foresight, treating refugees as future citizens, not burdens. Quezon's gambit became a symbol of compassion over convenience. The Philippines, not yet fully sovereign, extended a hand of friendship when few others would. This act of moral courage created an indelible bond of gratitude. For Israel, the Philippines became a true friend, one that proved its friendship through action. For the Netanyahu family, the Philippines' actions during the Holocaust are deeply personal. Benjamin Netanyahu's father, Benzion, was a historian and Zionist who knew which nations helped Jews escape Europe. The story of the Philippines' rescue was a beacon of hope in a time of betrayal. In the Netanyahu household, these stories were not forgotten. They were central to their understanding of survival and gratitude. For Benjamin, this history is both national and personal, a legacy of thankfulness passed from father to son. It explains the warmth he feels toward the Filipino people, rooted in a history that touched his own family. The Philippines' courage didn't end with World War II. The war had tested the nation's spirit, but it emerged stronger, ready to play a pivotal role on the world stage. In 1947, the UN faced a monumental decision, a vote that would reshape the map of the Middle East. The question before the Assembly was the partition of Palestine, a crucial step toward Israel's creation. This vote was not just about lines on a map. It was about the future of a people, their hopes and their dreams of self-determination. The Philippines, a young nation still recovering from the ravages of war, found itself under immense pressure. The global community watched as the Philippines was expected to abstain or vote no, bowing to the prevailing winds of political expediency. Powerful nations were lobbying hard. Instead, defying expectations and pressure, it cast a decisive yes vote, a testament to its unwavering commitment to justice and human rights. The only Asian nation to do so, standing firm in its conviction when others hesitated. This act of courage resonated far beyond the halls of the United Nations. This single vote, cast with principle and foresight, helped secure the two-thirds majority needed for Israel's independence, paving the way for the creation of a new homeland for the Jewish people. The act was seen as a continuation of Quezon's moral courage, a legacy of standing up for what is right, even when it is difficult or unpopular. For Israel's founders and leaders like Netanyahu, who understood the weight of history, the Philippines' support was foundational, a cornerstone upon which the relationship between the two nations would be built. It cemented the Philippines as a true friend, a reliable ally not just in war, when shared sacrifice forged bonds of camaraderie, but in the birth of a nation, a testament to shared values and mutual respect. This vote is still remembered as a turning point in Israeli history, a moment of profound significance that shaped the destiny of a nation. The gratitude endures to this day, a lasting legacy of courage, compassion, and unwavering support for the right to self-determination. The relationship between Israel and the Philippines is a unique and enduring one, characterized by profound gestures. These aren't just fleeting moments of goodwill, but rather, they are deeply rooted expressions of mutual respect and shared values. These gestures transcend the typical realm of diplomacy, reaching into the heart of human connection and historical understanding. They speak volumes about the commitment both nations have to honoring the past and building a brighter future together. As a testament to this bond, in 2009, Israel erected the Open Doors Monument, This monument serves to specifically honor President Manuel Quezon and the compassionate Filipino people. It stands as a symbol of their courageous actions during a dark chapter in history. Strategically located in a public park, making it accessible to all. It stands as a permanent and powerful symbol of gratitude, a constant reminder of the Philippines' extraordinary act of humanity. It is frequently visited by dignitaries from both nations and by Holocaust survivors alike who come to pay their respects and remember the lives that were saved. The inspiring story of President Quezon's open-door policy is not just a footnote in history. It is actively taught in Israeli schools, ensuring that future generations understand the significance of this act of compassion. Furthermore, it is permanently memorialized at Yad Vashem, the World Holocaust Remembrance Center. The Philippines is rightfully recognized as righteous among the nations by Yad Vashem. This honor isn't bestowed upon just one individual, but rather it recognizes a nation's collective action, a testament to the shared values and bravery of the Filipino people. In the Philippines, numerous memorials also stand to honor this shared history, serving as a constant reminder of the strong ties between the two nations. These memorials play a crucial role in strengthening the emotional ties that bind the two communities together. These acts of remembrance, both in Israel and the Philippines, are essential to keeping the bond alive and vibrant for new generations, ensuring that the lessons of the past are never forgotten. As Benjamin Netanyahu has observed, these tangible gestures serve as visible and undeniable proof of a deep and meaningful friendship, one that is firmly built on a foundation of mutual respect, profound gratitude, and shared humanity. The connection is also built on individual stories like that of Professor Ernst Breslau, a German Jewish zoologist. Dismissed by the Nazis, Breslau found refuge and a new academic home at the University of the Philippines. His family's survival was made possible by the Philippines' open door. Stories like his circulated in the Jewish community, proof of genuine welcome and dignity. These personal accounts gave real meaning to the policy, transforming it from history into living gratitude. For Benjamin Netanyahu and his son, such stories were powerful reminders of the impact of compassion. Behind every policy were real people, families saved, lives rebuilt. This personal dimension deepened Israel's gratitude, making it a matter of the heart. What does Benjamin Netanyahu personally remember about the Philippines? It's not just history, it's a family story. In his father-in-law's final years, the Netanyahu family relied on a Filipino caregiver. Her compassion and dedication left a profound impact, echoing the spirit of Quezon's era. For Netanyahu, the Filipino kindness he witnessed at home brought history full circle. The gratitude for a nation that saved his people became a daily reality in his own family. When he thanks the Philippines, it's both for the past and for the care shown to his loved ones. This personal connection gives his gratitude a unique sincerity. It's a memory woven into his family's story, a quiet thank you that endures. The Israel-Philippines bond is alive and evolving, built on a foundation of historical and personal gratitude. Today, cooperation thrives in agriculture, defense, and especially through the thousands of Filipinos working in Israel. These modern connections reinforce the positive image established decades ago. The shared history creates trust and respect rare in international relations. As both nations face the future, their friendship is rooted in tested loyalty and moral courage. The story of Netanyahu's gratitude is a reminder that history is about people, their choices, compassion, and legacies. It's a story of a president's courage, a nation's welcome, and a caregiver's kindness. Subscribe for more stories that reveal the human side of history. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.